onto school. Elmhurst. Keep on moving. The guitar and piano, you had a really good steady pace at the beginning. It was rhythmically sound, and there were fairly clear words. The dancers definitely added to our enjoyment of that, so thank you. Lots of words to fit in, and you genuinely did well to keep those together. The middle section had a nice alternative in the clapping. You just about held it back. Enjoy your time up here again. It did really rush at times, so really enjoy that time up here. I like the two parts, I thought they worked well. I thought the ending was really effective as the parts faded down, and I really did enjoy it, so thank you. If I'm not going too fast or too slow. Right, we're moving on to Thomas Cook's. Bring it all back. When the two conductors stood up, I thought, what is happening? Is one of them going to turn around and do a dance routine or something? But I then realised that they were leading different parts, which is such a fantastic idea. Have you ever tried that with your orchestra or with another group? Two conductors. That's so good because it meant that you had people really watching. Sorry, I can't that to you. You really had people watching that particular conductor, and it did work well. It was a lovely idea. Really good use of dynamics and a really great arrangement. Again, I don't know who arranges your pieces, whether you just do it yourselves or you have some help with that, but I really have enjoyed some of the arrangements. Again, I said the conductors were really effective and they were really being watched. As a music teacher, I know how often heads are down and you're not being watched, and you really were watching your conductors, so thank you for that. You built it up, you kept a really healthy pace to keep the audience involved. It was energetic, it was lively, and there was a nice use of developing what you've done. A real toe tapper, I thought. That's a bit old-fashioned, isn't it? But it did, it kept my toe tapping. Lupton, only you. Now, I wasn't sure whether you were given an opening note. Is there anybody in here that was in that house? No. Were you given an opening note? Did no one play a note to you? Right. Well, it was actually quite incredible that you came in pretty much on the same note. It's very, very brave, because just to pluck a note out of the air, you did really well to do that, and I was quite amazed that you were almost in tune. I liked the a cappella nature. I like that. I like the clapping to keep in time. I thought it was a really brave performance, because you had rests to deal with. There was no accompaniment, no one was clicking their fingers keeping you in time, no one was playing the piano for you. You had the conductor beating time to bring you in those new sections, and it was very brave, and I thought you did very well with it. It was a nice use of dynamics, and there was quite a moving verse. I don't know if you all picked that up, where you were obviously really considering the words you were singing. This was very moving, so thank you for that bit. Mary Windsor. It's very scary that I remember the first releases of all of these songs. Lovely unison singing, a really tuneful and rhythmic performance. The chorus was really good between our main group and our smaller ensembles. Your T's, if you're in a choir here and you bring a T off together, they did it. It was really tight and they had their T together at the end, very good. A very passionate song, which I felt you could have developed a little bit more with some dynamics or some variation. But your conductor really kept them well together, and I enjoyed the energy. And Littleton, is that how you say it, Littleton? Luke Skywalker was in charge here, which I thought was very effective. I don't know if that baton helped you or didn't, but the intro was fun with the clicks and the voices. I thought the drum and the guitar was really effective, and the two parts really worked well. The tune settled a little bit as we got into the village verse. Whistling is notoriously difficult to do in tune, and you sort of did that in tune, it wasn't bad. Dynamics were considered as you matched the words, so you thought about what the words were and you did something about the dynamics, where it was more gentle, it was rhythmically sound, it was a lovely arrangement with lots of different ideas, which I really enjoyed. And finally, Houseman, wake me up before you go. That's you, isn't it? Nice energetic start with the flicks, but just watch. If you're going to click, everybody's got to do it. There were one or two people who didn't or came in a bit afterwards. If you're going to do choreography, you say the whole of the front line do it, make sure the whole of the front line do it. Great fun, especially the chorus and the actions added to our enjoyment. Again, all join in to make sure it really works. Don't be embarrassed. If you're up here and you're going to make a fool of yourself, really make a fool of yourself. It's a nice build-up between the parts, and there were many ideas introduced, which were mostly accurate. And I like the clapping section at the end, and lots of energy and a good sound. Have I babbled on enough? Right, straight on to tension. In third place, I chose our S-Club 7ers, Bring It All Back. Thomas. In second place, Britney Spears, Hit Me Baby One More Time. Choices. It's just my opinion. Anybody else standing up here would probably have a different opinion, so I apologise if you haven't got the 3, the 2 or the 1, but it's just on what I enjoy and what I got the most out of. Our winners, which from the beginning I put a big star next to, for all the extras they did, for their rehearsal, the fact that they sounded so good together, was Hazeldene.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, from me for a fantastic afternoon. I do appreciate everything you've done. I know a lot of you have been working on these songs for absolutely ages, as in like the second day back. I think somebody asked me what the theme was for this year. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Annie, very much for coming and delivering a splendid adjudication. School, please stand and have a great half term.